All right, it looks like we are live. Let me just check. Yep, watching an ad right now. Ocean by H10 Hotels. Up to 30% discount. I looked at the wrong camera. Looked at my webcam, which is garbage. That's why I don't use it for this. Oh, a second ad. That's crazy. Wow. Really doing it. All right. Well, let's get past that second ad. Okay. We're here. We're live. It's Sunday night. Finally, a Sunday stream again. I know you're all excited. I'm excited as well to actually be here in New York and not somewhere else on a Sunday night. We love it. Normal lifestyle. It's fantastic. We're here for it. We're here for it. Oh no, the ranked thing. I don't know how to turn that off. Cool. We're dealing with that again. Awesome. Christopher like saying we are live. Cat saying good evening all. Good evening everybody. Welcome in. We're starting off with a Botswana round, it seems. I don't know if there's cacti in Botswana though. So I'm slightly cautious of that. Maybe this is a Mexico round. I could see that being possible. Oh wait, you know how we figure that out? Sun is to the southwest. Northern hemisphere. I think this could be Mexico. Cat saying, well, we're also happy if you're somewhere else on a Sunday night. That means you're traveling. Fair enough. Just need to actually finish the videos. It's, I am at, ooh, wait. We got people. Hello, people. I'm thinking this is Mexico. Northern hemisphere, the cacti, the look of everything. Yep, exactly, Christopher. Like, the purple ratings are still here. We love it. I don't know why they're needed. It feels completely pointless. Wonder if I can customization. No, there's no option to get rid of it. It's incredibly frustrating. Ooh, wait. Can I? Oh, I don't want to. Yeah, there's some options in there, but I don't think they'll do what I need. Anyway, back to wherever we are. Yeah, Cat saying I don't know either. I don't think he can turn it off. Love that. I love a completely useless feature that's mandatory. Maybe. Seriously feeling Mexico here though, but can't be sure. So we don't have any real evidence yet other than the vibes and the sun. It was cool. I woke up from a nap earlier and was just in a haze, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to do GeoGuessr. I'm going to do whatever it is, Battle Royale, GeoGuessr on my phone. I just laid there like half awake, like, Got second place, lost on a final round US-Canada, because I was just like, odds are US. I'm not waiting for them to beat me to it. Because at that point, it's just a speed round, the final round. I don't know if any of you have ever tried it. Just clicking on. Sammy Marco's in the chat saying hi, everyone. Hello, Sammy Marco. Welcome in to a Sunday night stream. Christopher likes saying this already feels Southern Hemisphere vibes, but we do have the sun in the south, though, which is where the sun go. Yep, sun to the southwest, meaning it's got to be Northern Hemisphere, which is really making me think Mexico. I'm firm on Mexico. Hey, wait, let's check out that car. Sammy Marco saying it's been a minute. It has indeed been a minute. It has been quite a couple months or 6 weeks for me. And that has resulted in this being all over the place. But normal life has resumed, finally, thankfully. I've seen the front plates with the North American, I want to say aspect ratio, but that's not the same thing when you're talking about an actual physical object. They're North American size. This is gonna say, yeah, Alto, which is Central America. La Union. I'm so confident in this being Mexico. It could really only be Mexico and Guatemala, just based on coverage, and it's so clearly not Guatemala. I feel like we're safe on Mexico. And I'm also, right now, going to do something really cool where I turn on my air conditioning from my phone. Let's lower it. It's a bit hot in here. So we're going to lower the AC. Fun fact, if you do it from your phone in an Uber to the airport, it doesn't work. And it doesn't turn off your AC. In case anyone has that app. Cats saying Guatemala's more mountainous, exactly. And it's not as arid. This is very distinctly like here in Mexico. This is northern Mexico. And this stuff up here should probably prove that in a second. Is that Taño? What's this stuff here? There we go. That flag is a flag. Logo is a Mexican political party. So we are good. Yeah, for Mexico. Any objections to Mexico? Yep, cat saying Mexico send. Love it. And exactly. Yep, northern Mexico. It's more like central northern Mexico. Ooh, excuse me. Sammy Marco saying my entire fam is in the room kitchen and it's so hectic in here. I hope it's a big enough kitchen for everybody. It's awkward when you're trying to squeeze by. Everyone's doing something else and you're getting hit in the head by cabinets and such. Where are we? Why are multiple people #1 commenter? And Christopher likes saying hello to Sammy Marco's family. This is feeling Southeast Asia. Heavily feeling like Southeast Asia. What's this over here? Yep. That is 100% Southeast Asia. But where? Which language is that? That's too far. That's not... That looks like Thai. I would say that's Thai. That's not Laotian. It's not Cambodian. Almost certainly. Yeah, Cat's saying I think that's Thai. Few times am I ever sure about which Southeast Asian language it is, but I'm pretty sure that's Thai. It's gotta be. It was too uniform. Like, it seems to have a very standard, lower margin and upper margin that it, for the most part, sticks to, other than a few little dots there. But Cambodian, it's... Whew. Oh, good point, Cats. Also car on left side. What's this here? Because Laos is right-hand drive. And Cambodia is right-hand drive too, isn't it? And not really getting anything from that. But I feel pretty confident. What's that say? I don't know why I thought I'd be able to read it. Yeah, no idea. Anyone speak Thai? Can translate? Yep, there's a shed. That looks... The symbol there looks Thai. I don't know how to explain it, but it does. Does that make sense? I feel like I've seen that before in Thailand rounds. Ban Kuan Pho. We're not going to find that on the map. That kind of says Bangkok. Bangkok Sai. I feel... Could that just be a red hair? I don't know. Yeah, Cat's saying I think it's Thailand. Does anyone object? Because I definitely want to go Thailand here. I feel like there's no point in meandering around for 30 years looking for something concrete when we're pretty sure it's Thailand. Let's just keep on zooming through what we got here. Can't read that. Alright. I think we do it. Yep, Christopher likes saying send Thailand. Love it. Ooh, very close to Malaysia. Alright, and US, Canada? No, it's going to be Europe, isn't it? This sign right here is going to be in like a Central Eastern European language. Watch. Yep. It's what? Romanian? Pretty sure. Let's look here. Nope, come on. Okay, well, what's... Is there just nothing on that sign? AU flag. That does not look like Romanian now. So where are the signs going? There were signs, right? Here we go. I'm not going to make an attempt at that, actually. Yeah, Cat's saying Slovenia or Croatia. Christopher likes saying leaning Croatia. Come on. Okay, this is one of those fun rounds where even if you click in the direction you're trying to go, it sends you somewhere else. Those are my favorite. Well, Croatian flag. I feel like we're good with Croatia here. Anyone object to that? Yeah, Christopher likes saying Croatia has more yellow signs. That's a good point. Cat saying Croatian flag. I think we do it. Any objections? While we make sure there's a consensus, I'm going to really quickly turn down the AC again because 72 is not cold enough. So let's put it in the 60s. I noticed this earlier. Usually when I'm hot, I'll put on 72 and it'll be fine, but it's just not hitting the same. This is massively infuriating. All right, let's do it. Love it. That's terrifyingly close to 2 other countries, but we got it. 110. Vodafone money transfer. That's a language. Also a language. Yeah, Cat's saying Albania. Yeah, these are Albanian plates. This is Albania. Anyone object? Yep, another Albanian plate. For anyone wondering, it is finally cool in here now. Bumping it down into the 60s worked. But I do need to be careful with the AC, because I got a notification from Amazon during the week that AC unit, there's a recall on it for mold. So I'm sure a couple days won't do any harm. Any objections to Albania? Let me see if I can click it from here. Nope, that's not Albania. That's Albania. There we go. Yep, got the mountains. There's Albania on that van. It's not the depiction of Albania I would expect. I would expect there to be a little, extra bit right here on an Albanian map of Albania, but whatever floats the boat. Yeah, Tirana. All right, let's do it. Albania, love it. Intelligent Machinery Enterprise. Left-hand drive. This is probably Malaysia. Let's try to read these signs. Tenaga Nasional. Gotta be Malaysia, right? Or, looking at the road. For a second I was thinking maybe Philippines, but I think it's definitely Malaysia. Cat saying when you mentioned Amazon, I got reminded I have an order coming tonight. That's exciting. Anything fun? I've got 2 packages sitting in the corner of the room. I don't remember what I ordered. Which is not good. I'll do that sometimes. You ever just like hitting the buy now button on Amazon, such a dopamine hit, and then it comes and I'm like, what did I even get? Yeah, this is feeling Malaysian. Cats is saying, okay, I say they're fun. Love that. It's exciting for you. I would say my stuff's fun or not, but I don't remember. One of them's probably an AirPod case, because I left my, well, like the case, because I left my case. It fell out of my pocket on the bus on Memorial Day. And I was like, man, I've had AirPods for 2 days, and I've already lost the case. So I have a thing that will attach it to my keys. But I have also lost my keys in the past month, so it's more just putting all my eggs in one basket. Christopher likes saying I got a foot massager from Amazon today, using it right now. That sounds awesome. I'm jealous. Planning to go get a massage at some point just to relieve all the travel stress, but need free time in order to do that. Yeah, and Kat saying also left side driving. That's a good point. I did not take that into account. This is almost certainly Malaysia. It's the English, like, it's gotta be. Small yawn. Nothing compared to the yawns from last week's stream. I was on the verge of death last week. Can't read that. Nope. Also, this were Indonesia, which is the only other place this could be. We'd be seeing flags by now. We'd have seen 30 Indonesian flags. Honestly, crazy how such a massive and diverse country is so uniform with their flag usage. Yeah, I'm confident in this. Anyone object to Malaysia? What's this here? That it literally says Malaysia right there. I'm sending. Boom. Love it. 112. Oh, random Europe. I love it. This one's the best. Random town somewhere. Gotta find a language. Yeah, Cat saying Malaysia send. We need a crazy round. We need some wacky tracker coverage. I want a challenge. We're gonna walk in here. We're gonna see a language or a flag, and it'll be too easy. Just be too easy. Where? Give me my language or flag. Ooh, that got depressing really quick. Language or flag? Need something. There are no words in this town. They have not used a single word. And now we've left the town and they haven't used any words. Where are the words? Come on. Give me something. That's a word. Keep moving. This is just someone's driveway. Nope, I thought that would maybe be a street sign. Wait. What is that? Petofi Sandor Utka. Isn't Utka Hungarian? I feel like Hungarian works here. Okay, Cat's saying the O with the 2 marks above, I think, is Hungarian. That, nope, that's a car light. I thought that was a Hungarian flag. Isn't this kind of a Hungarian national symbol, this cross with the 2 horizontal lines? Could swear it is. We'll read that sign in a second. Yeah, that's something. That's a word. Great. That sign's gone. The cross is there, whereas in this shot, it's a statue. I feel pretty confident in Hungary. Do we keep looking? Because I'm honestly happy to go for it. Magyar. We're good. Any objections? Not Romania, not Albania, not Bosnia. Come on. There we go. Oh. There we go. Yep, Cat saying Hungary send. Let's do it. Again, very, almost uncomfortably close to a border with Austria. It's crazy. I would never guess Austria for that location. And it's wild how... I mean, this was only a proper international border within the last 100 years, and that's how different things are. Christopher likes saying this massager rubs my foot in some unconventional places and it's weird. Would you recommend it? Like if I got one for my desk and just sat here and got my feet massaged. That sounds nice. I think I need a full spa day. I think I just... pretty sure it says Miasto. Does it say pepper? No, my brain's just off. I'm not reading it right. But it is Cyrillic. We have EU plates. Oh, Pepple. Yep. See, my brain was off. I was like, that can't be correct. The P is the R sound, not the... I've been sleeping on my Russian, but this is supermarket. See, the P makes the R sound. I've been sleeping on my Russian, but Russian class starts next week. So watch out. I'll be hopping in here, going crazy. I'll be petroleum. How'd I know that? Russian class. So we have European plates. And Cyrillic. So that could be Ukraine, Bulgaria, North Macedonia. Those are the only ones that are single script that I can think of. Cat's saying, oh, you're taking Russian. Yes, I'm taking Russian. Why? I don't know. Someone asked me that earlier. I was like, I couldn't tell you. I think it'll be interesting, I guess. I think it's a good language to have under my belt. And looks decent on a resume. I'm trying to... It's nice and sunny. So I'm leaning more toward Bulgaria or North Macedonia. Cat's saying I'm still doing my Russian Duolingo, but my focus will be with French after. That'll be cool. That'll be like a large shift. Are you still doing Italian once you're done with your French, or has that ship sailed? Donor! Sammy Marco saying a word that I don't know. So, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to say anything without knowing the meaning. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Like, the more languages you know, the more hireable you are internationally. The problem is the pay is quite good in the United States, so I kind of don't want to get hired outside of this country. But I mean, it opens doors. Like, there's... Will I see it through to fluency? Probably not. But if I did, it would be helpful. And just, you never know. There we go, .be, and it's on a very, very much stationary sign. I think this is Bulgaria. Yep, Cat saying Bulgaria. Okay, yeah, Cat saying I'll continue with Italian too later. Found French and Italian similar. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like Italian's a... We talked about this the other week. Once you've got one of the Romance languages, they're all kind of, you know, they all just kind of run together. Bulgaria. Let's do it. Sammy Marco saying, you don't know. Okay, it means good. I don't know Harasho. No, I don't. I don't know Harasho. See, I dialed in on the alphabet. That was the thing. This is the United States. It's not Canada. This is about to be Europe, and I'm going to look like the biggest idiot. This is Australia. Is it? I don't know. I should just stop talking. It's left-hand drive, I think. Yeah, kilometers per hour. Left-hand drive. Yeah, this is Australia, New Zealand. But now I know the word good. Because I focused a lot on the alphabet, because there's that section on Duolingo that's alphabet, and I wasn't able to do the part where you learn the words because I didn't know the alphabet. So I dialed in on that, and then just as we were going around, you know, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, I was reading signs. We were both reading signs and just sounding them out. And noticed a lot of similarities in languages. I mean, there was, at one point, this woman came up to us. We were in a museum. It was like the Kazakh National Museum. We went into this one section, and this woman came up to us, and she's like, "Bilet? Bilet?" And I'm like, I can only assume that means ticket due to my knowledge of other languages, so I'm going to go with that means ticket. And I was like, "Niet bilet." She was like, "You can't be here." And I was like, okay. But yeah. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying, yeah, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese are very similar. Exactly. I feel like I can read something in any of those languages and kind of get the gist just from initially knowing Spanish. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying it looked like LA though. It does look like LA. But that's just Australia. See, Sammy Marco's asking, why were you in a section without the billet? I don't know. We bought tickets for the entire Kazakh National Museum. We went into every section. There's like 5 sections. They're labeled 1 through 5. We went into section 3, and they're like, no. And we're like, okay. It seemed like the least interesting section, though, so it's not the end of the world. We got to go in there was a really cool section that was like the peoples of the Soviet Union, and it had, why am I blanking on the word? Clothes. I'm just going to call it clothes. Clothes from all the different ethnic groups across the Soviet Union. There were 25 different exhibits displaying the clothing and artifacts from all the different cultures. It was super cool. So I was glad we were able to have access to that section. Woronora Heights feels very Australian. Just look at the bins. Someone else needs to be trash day on one of these streets. But Ill Tired is here. Welcome in, Ill Tired. Good to have you in the chat. Sutherland Council. I'm confident this is Australia. The cat's saying we're having a thunderstorm now. Just saw a flash outside my window. Yikes. I think it's just started raining here. I can hear the raindrops hitting the AC unit. It's fun having the flashes, though. It's not when you're trying to sleep, but .au, Australia, .au. We good with that? But I think it's cool. You know, it's kind of like, whoa. Unless, like, so long as you don't have an animal that's freaking out. I think it's kind of cool sometimes. Yeah. Christopher Lex saying west of Sydney, Australia sends. Yeah, Cat saying I hear thunders, too. And this is the United Kingdom. I wasn't even gonna wait on that one. That was just the most obvious. Britain. Easy. But Sammy Marco was saying I went to the Iceland National Museum too. It was interesting. There were skeletons of the very, very early Icelanders from the year 900. That's cool. Were they really short? Because I feel like that's any time the skeleton... Is this Kyrgyzstan? I feel like with the thing here, this is... No, it's not. Is this Mongolia? Cat saying you scared us with that. We want to be safe now with the triple-digit streak. I know. Oh, that says Mongolia right there. This is Mongolia. Yeah, Cat saying Mongolia. I know I shouldn't have done that, but it was so obvious. And also, I don't know if you saw, but there was literally a thing on that shop said, you know, this is where you can get The Sun, the newspaper. So I was like, it's just so clearly Britain. Yeah, Cat saying it says Bitumia, Mongolia. Oh, okay, Sammy Marco, the skeletons weren't fully there. Would make sense with them being 1100 years old. Smile, you're on camera. This is Indonesia? I should actually just stop talking. This is the Philippines. It's English, and it says Happy Fiesta Santa Lucia, and very clearly Southeast Asia. So yeah, it's the Philippines. Yeah, Cat saying Philippines. Okay, Cat saying Kuya is older brother. Cool, we got it. Semi Marco saying the same. Semi Marco asking, that place in the UK was between Edinburgh and Glasgow. Have you been there before? I didn't see the exact place. I just saw it was between them. I've spent a lot of time in between those two cities. Most of the country, most of Scotland lives in this bit here. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time in this bit here. I don't know. Well, I can't rewind because I'm live. But if someone knows the town that was in, I can answer more specifically. But yeah, there's a really cool canal. I was in Glasgow the other weekend. There's this canal that runs between Glasgow and Edinburgh. I had a couple hours to kill, so I took the train out to Lenzie, walked to Kirkintilloch, and just walked the canal for like an hour and a half up here. It's really nice. Benefits of knowing an area and not being a tourist is I know exactly what I want to do. Cool. Dual script. Love it. What are the plates saying? The plates, they kind of have to have blue on them. There's nowhere that's dual script that doesn't. Karabunar. Seems like Bulgaria. It's just got that vibe. Yeah, it's just feeling Bulgarian. Iltired's gonna make your way upstate this summer, and you can check out the Erie Canal. Yeah, that'd be cool. I do want to go upstate this summer. That's on my bucket list. Is this a Bulgarian flag? Hold that thought. Yeah, Bulgarian flag. Boom. Because I want to do a video. Are we in agreement that that's a Bulgarian flag? Because it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, Cat saying Bulgaria then. I do want to do a video, and I don't want to keep making more videos while I still have a backlog of stuff to edit. So, depending on me actually editing other videos, I want to take and my ankle is messed up. So, with approval from my physical therapist, okay, this will be fun. I want to take the bicycle out and do like a video of, a one-day cycle trip from New York City and go up to one of the lakes and just swim around and maybe camp for the night. I think that'd be cool. But time to put our thinking caps on. Yeah, this could be a lot of places. Okay, well, we can't go further that way. Where's the sun? South. Yeah, the sun's to the south. This is northern hemisphere. Yeah, Cat saying yikes at this one. I think we can get this. I honestly am feeling Spain. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Like, what a view. It's a cool spot. Let's go up and look at that truck real quick. Are there more cars? I think we'll be fine, honestly. I think this will be easy. Just knocked on wood. Don't know if it's real wood, but how expensive was the desk? It's probably not real wood, but give you a people. What's on your shirt? Hurricane 1989. Yeah, Cat saying if it's Spain, we can get to the main road. I'm pretty confident that this is Spain. Yeah, this is just like a quick little hike. This isn't even Trekker. This is proper street view coverage, so we'll be totally fine here. We are chilling. How far up north is the Erie Canal? All tired. Wasn't it the... No, Erie Canal was useful. It was the... Was it the B&O Canal that was made useless like a year or two after it was finished? That one was DC Pittsburgh. Another really good canal. Love that one. Ooh, now the AC's getting a bit too cold. Let's pull up the app. Let's bring it back to the 70s, and then in 10 minutes I'll get hot again. Gotta love the summer. And I love that it's mid-June and today was 63 degrees and raining. It was like... I get that it's not Florida anymore, but still, it's like, okay. And I don't want it to be hot, but could do without the rain. I think we're going to spend a while coming down this mountain. I'll start saying it follows I-90 between NYC to Albany to Buffalo. Not all actual canals, some follow natural rivers. That sounds so nice. So, like, up and over. That's, yeah. That sounds really nice. Might try that out. I do really want to go find a lake. Sammy Marco saying it was 69 degrees here. That's nice. That's really nice. My perfect weather is 65. I'm in like a sweatshirt and jeans, and that's perfect. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's not raining. Amazing. Because also where you are, Sammy Marco, like DC gets hot in the summer. DC is a nightmare in the summer. Christopher likes saying I hate the summer. I'm like Oscar the Grouch during the dog days. No, Sam. I can't stand the heat. I literally joke with people. I'm like, I'm gonna move to Quebec for the summer because I can't do the heat. I did my time. I served my sentence. But yeah, no summer. I just wish it would stop raining. But Cat saying sadly I don't think I can go anywhere this summer. I'm broke after my last trip. It was a big last trip. And summer's always very busy at work. That's fair. It's good to relax too and not burn yourself out. You know, I'm feeling very much close to burnout just from all the traveling and like first world problem, 100%. Like, oh no, I get to go to cool places and it's making me tired. Like, I'm aware of how it sounds, but it's still something to be conscious of. No need to drain your bank account. Why do you keep yawning? I'm not even tired. Whoa. Yikes. Okay. Hope you all got a good yawn out of that. That's when you yawn, you make everyone else yawn. No, tired saying just perfect to be outside until 9 p.m. on the patio, except the rain today. Exactly. I love like. There's a bar near me with a cool patio. It's like all my friends were out on it the other night, so I showed up, and that's confusing. Not what I expected. Not what I expected. Sammy Marco found the town in the UK. That's crazy. Bannockburn. Yes, I've been to Bannockburn. Big battle there. Many hundreds of years ago, there was a very important battle there. But, okay. Wait, Iltard saying, wait, zoom in again. There may have been a country on it. I did see the department thing, but I don't think it was... Ministry of something. And then... Yeah, cats saying Quebec is sadly hot in the summer due to humidity. Then I'm moving to Greenland for the summer. And then they'll kick me out because I'm American. And they'll be like, you're here to take this. And I'll be like, no, I just hate the heat. But Iltard saying pre-air conditioning people go from NYC to the Adrian X. Please don't come at me if I said that wrong. I've never had to say that word. Or the Catskill Mountains to escape the heat. That makes sense. I can't think of life pre-air conditioning. No, exactly, Sammy Marco. Got to use the UK passport. Just stay in the UK. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying rain in the Northeast for this whole week, so get ready. May and June are very rainy here. I knew May would be, but I didn't expect June. It feels like the entire month has just been wet and gross. And then we'll come out of that, and it's just going to be 80 degrees and too hot. I'm not excited. Oh, W Dig's in the chat. Didn't even see that. There's so much I had to catch up on. Welcome in, W Dig. We are indeed back on a Sunday. It is exciting. We're somewhere in the Middle East. There's Arabic. There's English. There's hills. It's probably Jordan. Not sure, though. But we keep on moving. What do we have down here? It is not Jordan. I don't know why there was English. But we have a Lebanese flag. Sammy Marco asking what's with the purple crowns in the chat. Great question. We don't know. YouTube's doing it. Can't figure out how to turn them off. Cat saying might be a red herring. Also, this is official coverage. Yeah, Iltard saying I fear red herring too, cats. I have a... W Dig asking, is this a border? That's a good question. That's smart. I don't think so. So we came down from a mountain. This is tough. This is tough. No, we can't continue through their cats. Wait, why can we continue now? Okay, wait, I got a little bit further. Okay. Yeah, Lebanese flag. This is... And W. Dick saying I have PTSD from Netherlands, Belgium. I don't know. I do have an idea. I do have a quick idea. Let me cook here. So it just so happens that I have a roommate from one of the countries we think this might be. So we're gonna phone a friend. We're gonna see if he wants to come on stream and help out. So I've just texted him to see if he's able to come in. We await his arrival. If he's it really could be either of them. Okay. So WDig asking, are we leaning Jordan or Israel otherwise? I think Jordan, I don't think Israel. Oh, he's not home. Okay. He said he would if he was, but he's not home. Yeah, I think we're just leaning Jordan otherwise. These aren't Israeli plates. Yeah, Christopher like asking unless this is paid national park access. I think that's what this is. I definitely think this is what this is. It's a paid national park. Freezite saying hi all. Don't want to jinx the streak, so I'll be listening. Watching soccer on the other screen. Holler if you need help with trees. Appreciate it. Big up Sammy Marco and Cats, the man, the myth, the legend. Freezite, which game are you watching? You gotta let us know. Yeah, Freezite saying Cats, this looks like Lebanon near Syria. WDig saying also shout out US men's national team getting it done earlier. I'd say it should be a given, beating Trinidad and Tobago. But it's not. It's not. But we won 5-0. Ooh, WDig watching Saudi Arabia v Haiti on the TV above this. I didn't know Saudi Arabia was in the Gold Cup this year. They usually invite like Qatar. I think we do Lebanon. It makes sense. I gotta text him and say thanks anyway. No, exactly. WDig special oil state guest star this year. Cat saying if it's Jordan, it should be connected to a road. What do you mean? Shouldn't it be connected to a road in general? What does this say right here? This says reserve. Freezite saying it has to be Lebanon. Why would it be anywhere else? Because there's English. That's the problem. Okay, Cat saying road with Google coverage. This could be the limited coverage in Lebanon, though. That could be what this is. Because Lebanon isn't full coverage yet, but there's limited coverage. This is official. It's limited because it's a notable spot. I think that's what this could be. And that's why we can't get any further. The English is confusing, though. He said send a photo and I might be able to answer it, but I think that's cheating. I think I could FaceTime him, but... Oh, okay. Freezite saying Lebanon uses English and French in tourist areas. Okay, then I think we're fine. Here. Democratic process. Lebanon, question mark? Start poll. Yeah. Cat saying, okay, I trust Freezite if Lebanon uses English in tourist areas. Ooh, we have a no. 5 votes, 4 of them are yeses for Lebanon. 5 yes votes for Lebanon, 6 yes votes for Lebanon. Let's do it. We're good. WDig saying no voter, explain yourself. I think 6-1 is the democratic process has spoken. I think we're good. So I went with it. 120. Go team. That is democracy in action. Nobody pull up clips of me undermining the democratic process when I disagree with the outcome. Definitely never done that. Oh, ill-tired saying it was me. I just wanted more time. Fair enough. Yeah, WD said fair enough. Okay. I have immediate vibes, but my immediate vibes have been pretty off today, so I'm not saying anything. Okay, my immediate vibes were correct. This is Scandinavian of sorts. If any, it could be Icelandic. That's the Thor right there, right? What does that say right there? What is this? That is something. I got it. We got it. Thanks, King. Gotta let him know. Yeah. Yep. W Dig and Semi Marco both saying it's Iceland. Guess. Love it. Oh, look at that. This is really nice. Iceland again, or yeah, Faroes. Probably one of the two. Tired saying it looks like the gas stations. Good hot. Do Icelandic gas stations have good hot dogs? It does look like a wallpaper, Sammy Marco. You're totally right. Like with the lens flare and everything. This is sick. Cat saying might be northern Norway too. I feel it. I was thinking that for a second, but I feel like northern Norway is a bit more mountainous. Yeah, exactly. Send me there now. 100%. Okay, tired. Yeah, cheap too. When everything else is expensive, that makes sense. Gas station hot dogs are go-to in an expensive country like this. Did I mention I had gas station sushi in the Philippines? It didn't really dawn on me how daunting of an undertaking that was until I kind of said it out loud to myself, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't. But I gotta eat. Gotta eat. It was added to the McDonald's, and I'm not supposed to eat McDonald's. EU plate. Which tells us nothing we didn't already know. Awesome. Love it. Yeah, Cat's saying, okay, I think the area closer to Russia is flatter. Gotcha. W Dig saying EU as in Denmark. Yeah, that's the thing. Everywhere this could be is going to be in the European Union. Like Iceland, Faroes, Denmark because of the Faroes, Norway, it's all EU. So it's not helpful. So we just, oh no, we get this beautiful landscape that we have to look at. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. Oh, here we go. Gamvik commune. That feels Danish. Libesby commune. This feels Danish rather than Norwegian. But I could be entirely off base there. I don't know what others think. Yeah, Cat's saying it looks more expansive compared to Faroes. Fair. W Dig saying, wait, now I'm thinking Norway. Tired saying Vik Bay is in Iceland, but not Iceland vibes. Agreed. Christopher Legg saying that looks Danish. Cool, so we are completely just all over the place. Completely agree with you, W Dig. Definitely not mainland Denmark. Cat saying some towns in northern Norway end in Vik, like Narvik. Okay, that's good to know. I think I could be convinced of northern Norway, and exactly how tired we need a green plate. That's what I'm hoping for. That'll be what gets us over the line for us. And yeah, exactly, W Dig. All over the map. We're all over the reasonable map of where this could be. Genuine, like, dice roll at this point. W Dig, who is winning in Saudi Arabia, Haiti? I saw. Was it? Oh wait, green plate maybe. Green plate? Nope. I saw yesterday Dominican Republic scored their first ever Gold Cup goal against Mexico, and I was like, lol. Sucks to be the Mexican national team. Sammy Marcos saying, yeah, oh yeah, no trees. Wasn't it a whole thing like the Vikings cut down all the trees in certain areas? It's definitely we know it's former Viking territory. Green plate. We got it. We got our answer. Green plate. I didn't know there was such thing as a tree line. Like it makes sense. That sounds like a stupid statement. Makes sense. But I didn't realize there was a point where trees didn't grow. Makes total sense, but did not consider it. But we all go with Norway. Yeah, Simi Marco saying it too, north of the tree line. W Dig saying Saudi's up 1-0. Oof. Not a good start for the Haiti bet. Did you actually bet on Haiti? Haiti's not beating Saudi, dude. It's not a good bet. Okay. Are we good with Norway? I don't want to... Cars travel. But it's not like this is Sweden. It's not Finland. There's nowhere else you can drive to. It's not Russia. And then there's multiple green plates too. I think we're good. W Dig saying technically it was Haiti or Thai. Okay. But just a few bucks. Gotcha. Christopher yeah, saying Haiti's not a good soccer team. Okay, I see it. Rooting for the underdogs. I can respect it. Let's do Norway. Yep. Okay, Katz was right. Yep. I can respect the rooting for the underdogs. Feels fun putting a couple bucks on the game, but at the same time, I don't want to open the Pandora's box of sports gambling because I don't know where it leads, and I'd rather just not find out. Ooh, this looks cool. You know where I'm thinking? Is this proper Google coverage? I think it is. Because I was thinking Port Moresby, but I don't think so. Yeah, exactly. Probably the safe choice on the gambling. But, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that part of Norway wasn't that mountainous. I just assumed it went into infinite mountains and then ocean. But exactly, I'll tire. Long walk in nature. This is nice. This would be a wonderful hike. This is nice. Maybe, you know what? I'm just gonna stop guessing stuff before I have information because I'm gonna keep saying stupid stuff. Okay, French. I was gonna say Italy. Department des Alpes. Merit. Yeah, I'm just not gonna read French. I don't know when I'm supposed to say the S, when I'm not supposed to say the S. That's German. Friesite, if you would like to pull yourself away from the soccer, is this Switzerland? Park National. Yeah. I don't think so. Okay, hold on. WDX saying definitely France. Il Tired saying wait, not France. I don't think. Hold on, let me type. Fair enough, type away. Okay, the province in the south of France is Province des Alpes. Okay, I think we're fine. Doesn't look Swiss, yeah. I would agree it doesn't look Swiss, but I'm hesitant. Just that one little bit of German there threw me. Okay, Friesite saying doesn't look Swiss to me, not Swiss signage. Cat saying France, let's do it. Nice. Oh, that's Can. Or Con. That's... We've established that I am not allowed to be bullied for my French pronunciation, so... That says Grad. That's not helpful. Grad just means city. I can't read the rest. Oh, Fortress, Grad, something. Oh, and good point. The Swiss don't have departments. They have cantons. Okay. It's like Côte d'Azur province. Ooh, Sammy Marco commenting from both his channels now. Got like a split personality thing going on here. It's like what's the creature from Gollum? It's like Gollum. Yeah, Grudge just means city, so it's not super helpful. Okay, the whole thing is Province Alpes Côte d'Azur. I know of Côte d'Azur, obviously, but didn't realize Alps was in that too. Katz is asking, is this North Macedonia? That's Albanian under? Is it really? That's Albanian? Interesting. I could see North Macedonia. I mean, it seems to fit. Okay. The word sounds Albanian. Okay. Might be a toughish one. I don't know about y'all, but I am so excited to go to sleep after this. There's some Sundays where I'm still kind of wired afterward, and I'm like, I'll goof off for a bit, and then I'll go to sleep. Actually have to do some dishes after this. I'm tired, asking more or less excited than last week. No, I will never be more excited to go to sleep than I was last week. That was insane. I was actually just... I don't know how I was awake. That one was a nightmare. I've never been so visibly tired on stream that... I think it was you, Will, tired. You were like, let's just call it early and let you and go to sleep. Because that was post-flight home. That was literally flew home, went to work, came home, stream. And I was like, nightmare. But yeah, exactly. Catsgrad means city, so we might be going to one. There's something out in the distance. Yeah, Christopher likes saying there's definitely a trap around. There's so many places this could be. That's the issue. It's dual script and sunny. Like it's quintessentially Balkan, which is somewhere we have not amazing, not like super amazing luck. And historically though, not recently. Semi Marco asking what happened last week in Freezite, saying Ewan made promises he probably forgot he made, IRL, Pollo restaurant review, and other stuff. I don't believe there was a timeline on the Pollo restaurant review. So, I have not failed to fulfill that promise. I am just doing 1,000 things because I have not been home properly in like 6 weeks. And I just want life to be normal again. And it won't. It just keeps on rolling. And now I'm gonna be in Florida in like 8 days. But there's no stream rescheduling. I'll be back here. It'll be between the Sundays. Cat saying I'm thinking northeast, North Macedonia. They're majority Albanian. That makes sense. It makes sense. I'm just cautious. I can see that. Like I think that is the most reasonable place this could be at this stage. I think we just need some more. Wait, is that maybe a flag over there? Hold up. Nope, I'm hallucinating. Christopher likes saying my best friend is going to China, boarded a plane from Bogota to Frankfurt to Rome on his way to Shanghai. No. Yeah, Christopher likes saying what I'd give to be on that trip. No, what I would give to not have to do that trip. If you told me do that trip or lose your pinky toe, I'd give up my pinky toe. That says stop. So EU, kind of knew that. No, it's not Serbia. No, Serbia uses stop. Yeah, never mind. Okay. Have not. Thank you. Thank you. Skopje. It's North Macedonia. This direction is Republic of Bulgaria. So the sign signals if you're leaving the country. This is North Macedonia. Oops. Boom. Boom. Any objections? Ill tired asking, how do you get that much time off from work? I'm not taking the time off. That's how. And I think we're good here. Let's do it. Love it. Not the part we thought we'd be in, but who cares? Oh boy. The Brazilian Canadian hills. Yeah, can't saying Ewan just doing weekend trips. No, Florida will be, yeah, but outside the U.S. My friend was making fun of me for that earlier today. It was, I don't even remember what it was. Oh, I was saying my friend wanted to go to Seattle from New York. And she was like, it just got too expensive. It was like $600. And I was saying, for $600 for a weekend trip. And I was saying, it was like, you could go to Rome for that. And it would be almost the same amount of time. She was like, no normal person would do that. She's like, I know you would do like that. That's normal for you, but I'm not doing that. That's not a normal person thing. Yeah, Cat saying first guess is South Africa. I could get behind that. I could feel like a Lesotho here. Sammy Marco saying life isn't normal once you're an adult. I feel like life is normal once you're Beta Boop trees. I don't know the name. Right? These are in this area. Baobab, thank you. I was hoping for someone to correct me. But, what was I saying? Yearling CK. I don't know what that means. Or it's just not helpful. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Sammy Marco saying life isn't normal once you're an adult. I feel like it is normal. I feel like being an adult, life is like crushingly normal. And that's what I would like to happen. Okay, Cat saying CK is Creek. Sammy Marco saying I'm looking for international internships, and it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Honestly, once you started college, I think that should be a lot easier. Because you should be able to find them through your university if you know the right places to look. If you're going on the career sites and stuff. Like Indeed through your college, or just asking around about programs. Like once you're at college, it'll be so much easier. I feel like at this point, between high school and college, it's going to be nearly impossible. But totally possible in college. Or at least it was for most people that I knew. Yeah, Kat saying I agree with you, and life is very normal as an adult. That's why I try to make it more exciting by traveling. Exactly. I just went a little too hard. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Wait, okay. Use brain. Okay, conservation park. I don't know. Yeah, Iltard saying that's how I interned in Paris, program from the French department and the education department via the college. Exactly. Oh, that does kind of sound Australian, Cats. Turn off 250 meters. This could be Australia. Simi Marco saying, well, I'm about to move out my parents' house for the first time. Exciting. I'm figuring a lot of stuff out with the rental and stuff, so it doesn't feel normal. That's valid. Yeah. You're also that's a very tumultuous state. So there's a lot happening. I remember going through that, and it was just, it's like horrible. It's all happening at once. Your life's just being upended, but you'll come out on top. Once you settle in at college and kind of make friends and figure out your life independent of home, it all starts to work out. Best of luck to you. It's an exciting time. Once the like ends, it's an exciting time. Oh, that's a good point, W. Dick. They don't have baobabs in Australia. Yeah, Altired saying nav signs look to be left-hand drive. They definitely are. We're definitely in a left-hand drive country. Willajawaram. That sounds Afrikaans. I think it's South Africa. Not seeing that, I think it's South Africa, 100%. It's got to be Afrikaans. Kat saying I agree with you. And my first few years out of uni were rough, but once it gets going, you manage it. Exactly. So once you've built that life for yourself, you'll look back and be like, I'm so glad I did that. It's nice, you know. Sammy Marco saying it's a lot. I'm 23. I don't know how 18-year-olds do it. It's a lot no matter the age, honestly. I mean, that's your life turns upside down. It's a lot to deal with. But you'll be fine. We all wish you the best, Sammy. It's an exciting time. Good time in life. I'm so confident in South Africa at this point. What if we just did it? What if we just did South Africa? How do we feel about that? Yeah, San Marco saying South Africa send. Yeah, WD saying yep, that's send. Christopher like making a good point. This could be Kenya. But that sign back there, though, was almost definitely Afrikaans. Kat saying, for me, I figure out to do 3-4 trips a year, spread them out, and just work hard, save money for each of them. Yeah, that's a good way of going about it. I think I have poor impulse control, so it's kind of, hold up. I tell myself, like, oh, this will be the plan, and then it's like, I'm bored. Something funny. Road subject to flooding, indicators show depth. Yep, English, left-hand side, all proper, all expected for where we are. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying at least, yeah, roommates in the same boat. Exactly. Got each other. The Cats is saying, I say we need more clues. I agree now. Now that Christopher Like has said Kenya, I think you're right. Christopher Like saying, yeah, Kenya's one of the few developed road systems in Africa. It's so unfortunate. Sammy Marco quoting me, I have poor impulse control, you in 2025. I went to Senegal for a weekend. Like, yeah, that was poor impulse control. It's an objective statement. We need a sign. Middle Creek. I don't know. Cat saying, I know that impulse feeling before it was bad. Now I have more self-control. Yeah, I've noticed it improve with age, and also with this kind of stretch in particular. Looking at my credit card bill and being like, ugh. That was fun. W. Dick saying, OMG, never forget the Senegal long weekend. That's going to be such a great video when that comes out. It's just so funny. Because conceptually, it's funny enough. But then what actually happens is even funnier. That is like the scarring trip for me. that like changed something in my brain. What an experience. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Southern Cross, Union Jack. Why is that flag there? Why is that flag there? What is that doing there? What? This isn't New Zealand. Like, this just isn't New Zealand. Everyone said, yeah. Cat saying this. This is. What? Could that have been Australian? That flag? What? Cat saying, let's say my credit card bill was crazy before. Thankfully, I managed to bring it down. Yeah, that's... It happens, dude. Freezite making a good point. What does the driver look like? Let's check. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Like, I cannot imagine this being New Zealand. Can't see the driver, really. It could just be a sticker. That's a good point, Freezite. Don't overcomplicate it. Oh, it's the wrong truck. Same truck. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Don't overcomplicate it. Like, because you make a good point. I can literally do... which flag is that? Okay, it's Brazil. I meant to grab Kazakhstan, but Brazil. This is not Brazil. This is New York. Things are in places they don't belong. WDig saying GTA 6 for you in Senegal video. What comes first? That's a good question. Who knows? I did actually start editing ahead now. I'm on the Argentina video editing because I just have the voiceover left for Canada. And I couldn't do the voiceover from, plane. So. Freezite saying looks like Outback to me. Il Tired saying the driver looked white. Yeah, baobab trees aren't in Australia, New Zealand. Yeah, Freezite saying definitely. It's not New Zealand. This can't be New Zealand. Yeah, Il Tired saying GTA. Yeah, that's... I really gotta get these videos out. This is so confusing. What if I look at the sun and it's to the south and then it just... Okay, it's to the north. Buh. What a round. All over the place. I'm trying to think. WDig saying, okay, so it's gotta be South Africa, right? Dude, I just don't know. I really don't know. I want to do it. I want to do South Africa. I feel like that sign we saw back at the beginning was Afrikaans. I feel like it's gotta be South Africa. Let's look at this sign. What? Why is... I just snorted. Okay. We go to Australia. Freezite saying I've been trying to tell you. Yeah, I guess it's a good point, WD. Today we learned baobabs exist in Australia. Okay. 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 Well, that wasn't Afrikaans. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm tired. Literally made him get up. Of an existential crisis. That's yeah. Dude, what was that? that a flag right there? Can you give us that one? Is that a Polish flag? I see many flags. I see, what's that? Albania, Ireland. It's probably not Ireland. I don't know what that flag is. Italy? I thought this was Hebrew for a second right here. I was about to be really bamboozled. Yeah, EU flag too, but I was like, well, EU, not a selectable country on here, so my brain just skipped it. Yeah, Cat saying in the first one he said Australia, but Baobabs changed my mind. The Baobabs were the thing that stopped me from going to Australia too, and it just like that was confusing. All right, well, we're out of there, thankfully. Yeah, okay, that's the Italian flag. Freezite saying it's easy to focus on one thing and lose track of the overall context. Yes, but if the one thing kind of... Ooh, excuse me. If the one thing makes the other things... If it's that big of a thing, like if it's left-hand drive, then it's not the US. And that's how certain that felt. You know, I don't think that really made sense. Was that a Dutch plate we just passed? Radio for life. Don't know why that's in English. Don't care. Ignoring it. Yeah, you know, I don't know how to make the point that I'm trying to make. It'd be like that. What else is going on here? Freezite saying Madagascar roads would have been full of potholes, etc. That's how we get better at the game. Fair. I mean, we were thinking South Africa. I was sure that I'd seen Afrikaans. Ooh, this is a good one, Christopher. Like, here's a trivia question for you. There's a place in the U.S. territories that's left-hand drive. Where would it be? I would go with Virgin Islands. Let me just... I definitely know where they are. Look away while I try and find them. Yes. I think they're left-hand drive. Yeah, Eltired saying the same thing. Because, yes, because they're next to each other. Britain's would be right-hand drive. Yeah, Christopher Like saying it's correct. Haha. See, as I said this the other week. Someday, one of us will be at trivia night at a bar, and it'll be list as many places you can with left-hand drive, and we're going home with the prize. It's going to happen to one of us someday. Yeah, Freezite saying we're going for it. That's all that matters. Exactly. The 125 streak is safe. It's getting kind of up there. It's kind of cool. I won't even say anything else. I'll just... It's a nice streak. Freezite saying the prize, not the girl. You never know. Maybe some people are impressed by that. Ooh, Cat saying, in relation to that, what is the Turkish-speaking place that is left-hand drive? WDig saying Northern Cyprus. I feel like that makes the most sense. Gotta be Northern Cyprus. Yeah, Cat saying Northern Cyprus. Bar Cafe, Mario Oil. Okay, I read that wrong. In my head, there was an S between that E and T, and I was like, that's horrible advertising. Freezite saying the West End of London. Cat saying is probably Albania. I could see that. Feels right. We did see an Albanian flag. Oh, and these are Albanian plates? Yeah, these are Albanian plates. Yes, this is Albania. This, unless like random Albanian nationalist gas station with Albania, Kosovo, EU. W Dig saying wait or Kosovo. W Dig, are you saying Kosovo is not part of Albania? Freezite saying check for Skybook crack. It is not there, but also I don't think there's coverage in Kosovo. Yeah, Cat saying don't think Kosovo is Google coverage. I learned this week they use the euro in Kosovo, like unofficially, because what's it? Bulgaria voted to join the eurozone during the week, and I saw out of discourse around Kosovo using the euro, though they don't use it officially, and the EU just kind of looks the other way. The game recognizes it as Serbia. To answer your question, W Dig. The W Dig asking if the game recognizes Kosovo as Albania or Kosovo or independent. But yeah, I think we're good. Yep, there we go. Cool. Freezite saying Kosovo doesn't exist. Plays spooky music in the background. Did I mention I was at what was it? So it was two English teams. It was West Ham Crystal Palace playing a friendly in Tampa many moons ago. It was last summer. And at the game there was someone with a banner, and it was a Serbian flag in a very weird shape, and I was like, that's a weird shape to put the Serbian flag in. And then it clicked. I was like, that's Kosovo. Why is someone hanging a Kosovo is Serbia flag at a game between two English teams in Tampa, Florida? Weirdest place to make your statement. Don't know where I was going with that. But, oh, here we go. Scandinavian. But I was like, that's just this weird place to make your point. And Cat saying Montenegro uses the euro too, which is neighbor to Kosovo. Montenegro uses it like properly though, right? Because apparently the whole thing is Kosovo isn't supposed to use it. They were just like, we're using it. And yeah, Semi Marco making the same. Oh, here we go. Danish string flag. Denmark, we good with that? Oh, I'm just gonna click on Greenland. That's easiest. Cat saying, oh, didn't Serbia and Albania have a Euro qualifier last week? I heard they hugged. Alright, I think we're good with Denmark. I didn't know they could be in the same group for Euro qualifiers. I thought wasn't that one of the combinations that's not allowed to happen? What about the word comrade, Semi Marco? Comrade in Russian is tovarsh. I didn't know that. It kind of feels Hungarian or Bulgarian. Okay, W Dig saying yes, that game ended 0-0, no fireworks. Darn. So, well, no, not darn. Violence bad. That's Korean. Wow, I'm not having the best vibe guesses today. Yeah, Freezite saying tovarsh means comrade or friend. I know drug means friend because it's drug. I'm a friend. If anyone wants some Russian to use, there you go. Drug. Alright, let's do it. Semi Marco saying it's weird in football it's 0, but in US sports it's 0. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's one of those weird things, and it's like my brain even. If someone said, Packers Cowboys 0-0, I would read it as 0-0, but because it's soccer, I'd read it as 0-0. It's just weird. Yeah, exactly. Semi Marco. Drug sounds so hardcore in Russian. No, but it's just nice. It's just friend. Drug. Friend. Spanish, I'm thinking. Probably Chile. Or Argentina. Is it an Argentine plate? It could be an Argentine plate, actually. Yeah, Freezite saying Argentina. And Cat saying, okay, I think Serbia and Albania are trying to become friendly as they both want to enter the EU. I didn't know Serbia was looking to do that. Aren't they, I mean, pretty anti-Western? But speaking of the footballs, got my Club World Cup tickets for this week. Excited. Gonna head down to Philadelphia for some footy. Yeah, Sun to the North. Definitely Southern Hemisphere. Very much feeling Argentina. Fruzite saying, yeah, drug sounds like you're choking on a chicken bone. I don't think I would agree with that. I feel like choking on a chicken bone is more like rather than drug. But Sammy Marco saying you should go out to Staten Island. I do need to. I want to, just for the sake of having done it. The Cat saying enjoy the game. Freezite, Christopher like asking which game, and W Dick saying shout out Philly. Shout out Philly. Oh, hold on. It is the... Does it say Neoken? Yeah, this is Argentina. Ooh, Freezite saying thinking of going to see River Plate versus Inter Miami. That'd be a cool one. That'd be a really cool one because that's Messi playing an Argentinian team. Is that out west? But I will be attending, what is it? Flamengo Chelsea in Philly. So that'll be a cool... This is India. Yeah, Indian flag. That's easy. Any objections? Yeah, I saw Miami couldn't get it done last night against Al Ahly. That was wild. I did check that one, actually. Like, randomly in the night. I think at, like, halftime I checked. It was like, oof. Yikes. Oh. Okay, Freezite. That one's in Seattle. That'd be a cool trip. Seattle for Inter Miami River Plate. Be a cool one. We're good with India, right? It's very clearly India. Flag. Coverage. Cat saying I should try to watch a footy game one day. It's a good time. It's if you go to there's a Canadian Premier League team in Calgary. There you go. Ooh, and Christopher like mentioning Inter Milan, not Inter Miami. Is it bad that I saw Inter MIA and was like, yes. I totally spaced on the L that you included there. Alright, let's do it. Still, that'll be... Honestly, that's better. River Inter Milan's better. This feels Canadian. Let's look for a kilometer sign. An AFL game would be cool. That's, definitely want to check that out. Okay, Sammy Marcos saying suburban Toronto. Perfect. Let's just find a speed limit sign. We can be sure. Yeah, Canadian Brazilian. What's over here? Milton Community Park. Just need a speed limit sign somewhere. Wait. That's an Ontario plate. We're good. That's easy. Any objections to Canada? Sammy Marco saying, I know a friend who likes the regional teams under the MLS. I'm actually also a fan. Funny enough, the division under the MLS, because that's the division Tampa plays in. So, big Tampa Bay Rowdies fan. And then it starts to get confusing under that. But, yeah. Cats in Canada, let's do it. Love it. Okay, Sammy Marco saying Milton's a suburb of Toronto. That's some good knowledge, dude. That's some good knowledge. This is some specific knowledge. This is Portuguese. We are in Portugal. European plate. This is Portugal. Yeah, Cat saying Portugal. Anyone object? Sammy Marco saying the SFHs near Toronto all look the same. It's crazy. Yeah, suburban Ontario is very emblematic of the suburban world. It's a place. I like it though. I like the like the cold. I like Toronto. I've got a soft spot for Toronto. All right, let's do it. Portugal. Yeah, I remember you saying you were at the 2014 AFL Grand Final in Melbourne, Christopher Lake. I think you mentioned it at some point. A couple months ago, maybe? This is Romanian. That's why I thought it was Italian. This is Romanian. That makes more sense. Yeah, Cat saying Romanian. Freezite saying the Egyptian and Japanese teams might be the surprises of the tournament. I could totally see that. I think an Asian team is going to go crazy and really surprise. Yeah, this is Romanian, 100%. Any objections to that? Cats is saying, yeah, I prefer other cities in Canada like Montreal and Vancouver. That's Montreal. I love Montreal. Have not been to Vancouver. I was talking to a friend about Quebec City recently. Would like to go there. I actually saw an ad for Quebec City on the bus the other day. I was like, yeah, I'd love to go. Am I going to spend the money to go to Quebec City? Because, again, it's kind of small and kind of far. No. But, yeah. Alright, Romania. Let's do it. Boom. Ooh, yikes. Shockingly close to Bulgaria. Yeah, and then we're seeing love for this is Senegal. For Quebec City and Montreal in the chat. I do love Quebec. It's like Quebec City's so far. I cannot be bothered. Montreal's great though. I want to try to hit a Montreal Impact game in Montreal this fall. This is just 100% Senegal. Like, I don't even need to move. Anyway, can I do Senegal here? Would anyone object to that? I mean, it's French. It is Senegal. It just is. There's nowhere else this could be. French desert. That's it. It's not Tunisia. Ugh. Yeah, Cat saying Calgary's boring, but the mountains nearby are amazing. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying Denver moment. Yep, Sammy Marco saying Senegal, send it. Freeze like calling for a meetup at Katz's house. Cat saying, ooh, bold statement. The Calgary mountains are better than Denver's. They're similar to Switzerland after seeing that last month. Menuet joining joining the chat. Hi everyone, sorry I'm late. All good, Menuet. Welcome in. Welcome to Senegal. Freezite saying we will dress up like roasted chickens and Belarusian dictators, all the memes. There was something, I was on the phone with Drew during the week, and for some reason Belarus unironically came up, and I was like, this is hilarious. Anyway, Senegal, yes, good. Anyone saying no? I'm gonna do it. What? Ooh, Menuet making Father's Day prime rib. That sounds awesome. That makes me hungry. You know what I had to eat today? I had 2 bagels and a protein shake. That was everything I ate today. And now I'm getting hungry right now at 9:30. That is awesome. I literally think it was because you said prime rib. I don't think I would think, oh man, now I'm hungry. Now I'm properly hungry. Oh, Freezite saying we need more memes, by the way. I'm doing my best. But Freezite saying, wait, how do we know it's Senegal? Desert. Desert restricts us to Senegal and some of the Middle East. This is French. This is. Right, yeah, Cats agrees. I think we're good. We can keep going a bit, just to be safe, but I think we're good. Cat saying, my sister had some of her friends from other places stay here, but I never had any friends come here. Yeah, I really can never think of anybody visiting Calgary. It's an interest. Actually, I do know someone who has visited Calgary. It just seems, it's so, like, you don't think to visit it. I'm looking at my world map. That's what I'm looking up. But ooh, I'm tired making sous vide steak this week. So okay, guys, that I literally felt the hunger increase reading that. That's I don't have food in the house. Oh man. I know where it's gonna be. Oh, there's one. Oh no. Okay, I think I know what I'll do. Exactly, I'll tired start that Grubhub order. I don't want to order delivery though. The one place that's open is walkable, but like just slightly too unwalkable. It's just so annoying to walk it. And it's expensive. Y'all are evil. Just evil. Menuet saying it was good. I sous vide it in the Instapot and finished it in the pan. So nice. I'm dead. You're killing me. Christopher likes saying, since we're all travel freaks, a couple of things I've been watching. Ryan Trahan's 50 States Airbnb tour. That sounds cool. And the Living Project. 2 guys walking across America from Delaware to California. Whoops. They're in Kansas now. That's awesome. How long has that taken them so far? Yeah, cats. Okay, good point. Cats. That's why you travel to Europe. W. Dixon walking across the country's Ewan's bit. I've thought about cycling across. I feel like if I walked across, I would get so bored. I would lose my mind. Okay, Katz's cousin sometimes does sous vide steak. I don't even know what sous vide steak is. I'm just honing in on the steak part. Yeah, Freezite saying you live above a Chinese restaurant, though. Dude, I wish. Is there any Chinese places around? I can't think of any. This is so Senegal. Sammy Marco saying you go to Costco something to get a lot of food in the house. Not now, but soon. I know, but there's already no room in our kitchen. I have frozen chicken in the freezer. I just haven't defrosted it because there's been no point in the week that I've been back where I've been like, I have time to make dinner. I'm going insane. Freezite saying, exactly, life's too short to walk across the country. We have machines, too much time's wasted. It's what you do when you're retired and take all the time you want. Guys, when I retire, the channel's going to go crazy. I'm doing the channel until I die. Like that's just fact. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be living La Vida Loca. And I'll have time to edit because I won't be working. Freeside saying, I'll be dead, bro. I can't help you with that one. El Tired saying, El Tired saying, you put steak in a water bath at a set temp so it comes out perfect, then you sear it to get a nice crust. That sounds so nice. You're killing me. You are killing me. I'm gonna go get this burrito. I'm gonna go get a burrito. 16 minutes until burrito. I might order it DoorDash. Ooh, I get a DoorDash discount with my credit card. I might order it because I also have to go get milk. And then I'll just beat the driver back to the apartment. That might be the big brain move. But Freezite saying, if you're sure, send Senegal. I'm sure. I'm sure. Do I have permission to do this? Are we all good with this? We all good? Yeah. Oh yeah. The 2 guys walking across America, they're going to be tested with Colorado and Utah. Yeah, 100%. That's going to be a nightmare. Okay, Freezite saying send. Do we have one more person on board? Because now I'm concerned. Yeah, the sirens. I don't notice them until you all point them out on the stream, or I point them out to you all on the stream. I literally don't hear them any other time at this point. what's the word? Losing my words. It just doesn't, I don't hear it anymore. Zoned it out, tuned it out. That's it. But, okay. WD saying send Senegal, let's do it. Boom, love it, knew it. We're good. Germany, Strasse. Exactly, I'm becoming a New Yorker. Exactly, Sammy Marco. Yeah, Menuet saying no objection. Freezite saying, you know who else walks across the entire country? Serial killers. Forrest Gump did it. And as far as I know, Forrest Gump is not a serial killer. So we saw some German. I'm so excited for this burrito now. I told myself earlier today that I wouldn't go get the Freezite cameo. Zeitung. I told myself earlier I wasn't going to go get the burrito. I was like, I will save money. I'll just have this protein shake for dinner. Do the stream. Go to sleep. Alas. Oh, I didn't know the two guys walking across the country doing it for a good cause. What are they doing it for? Sammy Marco saying you can't just have a protein shake for dinner. You can just have a protein shake for dinner. On Wednesday, I forgot to have dinner. I literally just didn't have dinner. I did it was like thing. 11:30, hadn't eaten dinner. Was like, well, tomorrow problem. German. Yeah, exactly. Cat saying I don't usually eat dinner every day anymore. It's kind of like just an if I'm hungry. I don't think I had dinner yesterday. What did I have yesterday? No, I did. I had oatmeal, protein shake, Chipotle. That's not a lot. Oatmeal, protein shake, Chipotle, margarita. That was the full intake. What's it? Freezite said I'm gonna make a pot roast next week or go to Seattle. Be responsible or be like Ewan. Go to Seattle, dude. Go to Seattle. Menuet saying, you know the U.S. needs 7-Elevens they have in Southeast Asia. The food in those stores looks so interesting. I was saying earlier, I got gas station sushi at a 7-Eleven in the Philippines. And I live to tell the tale. Decisions, exactly, Freeze. I think you go to Seattle. I think you will never be able to go to the first ever large club World Cup ever again. Where are we? It's German, but which German-speaking country? Sammy Marcos saying, I guess if you're not Hungary, but using the spelling for the nation of Hungary rather than the being hungry. But it seeps into your brain. Ooh, cherry blossom soft serve in Taiwan sounds amazing. That's cause alone to go to Taiwan. Yeah, we got a nice little bike path. You should 100% impulse buy tickets for a game at MetLife. WDig, you got to do it. You will never. Again, as I just said, when else will you get the opportunity to go to the first major Club World Cup? Never. I was trying to impulse buy tickets in Miami last night, but could not get traction with the people I was convincing to go. Tired saying, boyfriend and I are debating summer vacation. Then I found a dangerously cheap flight to Greece or Sicily or Malta. That is amazing. You should so do that. May do that and not Colorado. You should so do that over Colorado. You should so do that. Please do it. Please do it. Send great pictures. Yeah, WDig saying yes for Malta. You got to do it. Yeah. Kat saying I'm tired. Malta's amazing. Sammy Marcos saying do it. You got to do it. That's going to be amazing. Yeah. It's a go for us for having crazy summers. Freezite saying, I wish I was near New York for the final. Ewan needs to go to the final. What day's the final? Club World Cup final. I can't afford this. I'm just thinking about standing outside. Sunday, July 19th. Alright, so there will be a stream that day. So don't think I'll be hanging out there. Yeah, exactly. Tickets for the final are insane. There's no way I'm doing that. It was fairly cheap, like right when they came out, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, maybe another time, and then it's gone. But yeah, good point. I'm tired. Work's the hard part. Gotta get out of work. Yeah. Honestly, not doing. I don't think I'm gonna do Rwanda now. I don't know if I said it last stream, but I don't think my ankle's okay enough. B, I'm exhausted. The idea of going to Africa in 6 weeks. No. Just no. I genuinely don't think I'll be better by then. Anyway. Time. Come end of the year, I'm thinking Australia, New Zealand. Maybe 2 weeks. Australia, New Zealand. Exactly. Sammy Marco saying, dude, take a break. Exactly. Taking a break. 2 weeks, Australia, New Zealand. I can relax and do a video. Exactly. New York, only summer. Exactly, Kat. Kat saying 2 weeks will be amazing. I'll get to see everything. It'll be so nice. Freezite saying, check the trash bin. Ooh. Okay, where was the trash bin? Wait a minute. No. Where was the trash bin? No. Oh, wait, was it over here? Yes, I know, giant blue thing, I know. I don't see it. The construction trash bin. It goes away. Don't they? This right here. Yeah, it's not a good enough view of it, unfortunately. But, okay, yeah, even for the quarterfinal, it's 300 minimum. That's a stretch. Christopher likes saying the Livin' Project Walk Across America fundraisers for Convoy of Hope. That's sweet. Okay. I like that. I don't know what that is, but I like that they're doing it for a cause. Okay, but not Switzerland. That's good. It's helpful. Freezite saying we need new videos too. Yeah. The thing is, making it 2 weeks will allow me to do like a fully fleshed out video and not something that I just kind of come up with on the fly. There have been videos that have been come up with on the fly. They end up pretty solid, but I would like to do a fully fleshed out one. Okay. DE on van? I didn't see it. Cats always gets that stuff. Yep, there it is. .de. Eagle eye cats. We good with that? Love it. Cat saying, I want to see your guys' photos of traveling. I'll enjoy them while I get swamped with work during the summer. Hang in there. You'll get through it. Fall is around the corner. But let's do Germany. That's dangerously close to Belgium. Sammy Marco saying, Ewan, when is your next video? I watched your layover in Cancun and that was crazy. Dude, that was hilarious. It's not in the video, but some guy tried to mug me too. He was like, oh, my finger's broken. Can I use your phone? And he said he was French. He didn't have a French accent. I was like, I was not born yesterday, dog. Go away. It's like, oh, can I have your phone? No, you can't. If you are actually in trouble, that sucks. I'm not doing this. But yeah, when is your next video? Whenever I edit it, it's like pretty much done. I just got to do the voiceover, but it's having the time to do the voiceover. I like really want to make a point of trying to get it done this week. But yeah, I was pretty out of it. These orange plates are confusing. Or red plates, yeah. Freezite saying here's a video idea. Video of how to get to MetLife Stadium using public transportation only. I feel like that's how most people will get there. Like the tourists especially. I saw so many people walking around this weekend in Palmeiras jerseys, and they played at MetLife today. Yeah, I know, Sammy Marco. I said it was almost done like a month ago. I thought it is closer to being almost done. It is, yeah. The problem is I need to do the voiceover bit where I'm like sitting here and doing the lines and getting it all done, and blah, blah, blah. And I took a crack at it before I left for the UK, but I don't even remember what the problem was. Yeah. I'm going to make an effort to do it this week. Where do we even think this is? I'm so thrown off by the plates. But yeah, can't wait for the fall. Coffee shop, English and Arabic. Freezite saying this looks like Tunisia. I'm not sure about that though. The plates are what's kind of got me. Yellow plates are Israeli, but and the red plates I'm just so thrown about. Yes, the minaret. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying MetLife's easy to get to. There's a New Jersey Transit train there. Yep, good old Secaucus Junction. It's, yeah. Yep. And then I've got my not dead video is looking sick. I definitely have to trim some of it. But I've got it set up now, so it there's a little I could probably show it. I don't have it. I use a different account on my computer when I stream though, so I can't. It's on my main account. Otherwise, I'd totally just pop it up on stream right now and show you, because it's got this cool montage of the next couple videos, and it's like blah, 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 blah. Actually, the music's copyright. I'm probably changing the music, so I couldn't pull it up. Aram Cafe. Could this be Oman? I feel like that's a possibility. Yeah, Cat saying Jordan's my guest. Guest, not guest. Freezite saying only thing that Jordan covers is mostly around Oman with lots of hills. This looks very flat. I think this is Oman. That's my sneaking suspicion. I don't think we'll get it. Just because we've got, 2 minutes left? Unfortunately. 2 minutes away from ordering burrito. I'm never going to financially recover from this burrito. Stop in English and Arabic. Freezite asking if any new countries have been added to coverage. Not to my knowledge. Burrito. I'm so excited. Burrito. That's all I can hear in my head right now is burrito. Wait. Is that the Oman? No, it's not the Oman bin. No! I was so confident. Darn. Yeah, Cat saying both Oman and Jordan use Arabic and English. I really think this is Oman. Wait, more bins. That's the Oman bin. It's 100%. 100%. This is Oman. Buzzer beater. It's 10 p.m. Buzzer beater. Anyone object? Yep, Katz is saying that's the Oman bin. Anyone? Yep, Freezite saying rolls out Tunisia. Ready? Watch. Ready? Freezite saying send. Boop, buzzer beater. Love it. Oh, Oman flag in the background. Well, I'm saying that was impressive because of the bin. But with that, it is 10 p.m. Eastern, which is the end of the stream. Thank you all for joining. Excited to be back on Sundays again, and I will see you next Sunday at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, to continue wherever this is. So everyone have a wonderful night, great week, and I'll see you next Sunday.